What up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of the Baddies Caribbean reunion part 2. I know I'm a day late, but y'all gotta bear with me. Life be lifing. So I try to get these reviews out as soon as I can. Yeah, if you haven't seen part 2 of the Baddies Caribbean reunion, then you should turn this video off and go watch it, and then come back and watch this review so I don't spoil anything for you. Please like this review and subscribe to my channel. It's a simple and free way to support. It's the best way you can support my channel, help it grow, all the things. I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words and say and so and like 1,000 times. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. And yeah, please comment below what you thought of this reunion, of this part 2 of this reunion, what you would grade it, if you would grade it. If I forget to talk about anything that you think I should have talked about, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I usually do grades before and after reviews. I don't think I've been great in this this reunion. When it comes to like reunions or auditions and stuff, I don't really be giving them grades because it's like it's the expected. So it's kind of like, what do you even grade the expected? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna give it a grade. It was a cool little part 2. I feel like they could have made it just a 2-part reunion, but they had to throw that 3rd part in there. But it is what it is. Yeah, we just gonna get into it. Last Chance, Baddies Caribbean reunion part 2. If you haven't seen it, turn this video off, because I'm about to spoil it. Oh my God, look at my eyebrows. Anyways, so this reunion begins, of course, where we left off in part 1 with this fight between Tinkerbella and Meatball. So like I was saying, you know how they crop the fight and they'll show one half at the end of the first episode and then show the rest of it in the next episode. So that's what we definitely got in this part 2. Of course, this is my review, so I'm going to give my opinion. I really don't think nobody won that fight between Tinkerbella and Meatball, the one we saw that at the top of this episode. I don't think nobody won that. But of course, kudos to Meatball. She fought like 3 girls back to back. You could clearly see her sweating and tired. That's why I said Jayla was so corny for what she did. And then Jayla comes and tries to explain why she wanted to fight me. It's like, we don't even care. It's the fact that you sat there for like 30, 40 minutes until Tinkerbella and Slim came out, and then you wanted to run your fade with Meatball after she done already ran like a couple fades. It don't even matter what your issue is now. It's just you still look corny for what you did. So then Jayla and Meatball go another round. In my opinion, I still would say no winner, but it looked like Meatball got like 2 little hits off on Jayla. I just want, Jayla and Anna are my very, very least favorite, so I just be wanting somebody to do them in. But, you know, that fight was kind of lackluster as well. So, then we get this moment where Meatball throws a chair at Tinkerbella. And she throws them chairs and they landed. And one of them, at the end of this episode, we see in the next week's episode that she gonna throw a chair and it's gonna hit Anna. And I'm here for it. I don't even care. I can't stand Anna. Like, her bony ass gets smacked by that chair. I don't care. That's what she get, in my opinion. So then we get this moment where Meatball gets emotional. She's like, you know, this shit's so corny, it's so fake, blah, blah, blah. This shit been more than a chain. I'm not fucking with Tinker no more. We can never be friends again. So she's getting emotional. Tommy pulls her to the side, basically gives her some words of encouragement, you know, telling her, you know, let Tinker crash out. If she was really a friend, and it'll be what it's going to be. But, you know, you better than this. Basically telling her, like, you ain't got to do too much. You already got a personality. You already know who you are. You don't have to do too much, basically. Giving her some solid words of wisdom, words of advice. So yeah, this is when Meatball, you know, she's speaking about Tinkerbella. This shit deeper than the chain. We never gonna be friends again, whatever the case may be, this, that, and the third. And you know, she talking about how same thing Bianca was saying in part 1 of this reunion. You know, you come on the show and you friends with somebody, and then the show makes y'all fall out, or it makes shady shit happen to make y'all fall out, whatever the case may be. And she's like, you know, I vented to a couple of these bitches that I shouldn't have vented to. She's like, you know, I vented to, what she say? She vented to Jayla. She said, I vented to Jayla, and, I mean, not Jayla. she says, I vented to Biggie, and Biggie never ran her mouth or said anything about what I told her and stuff like that. She like, Biggie solid. I'm like, so y'all cool now? Because like I think the episode before last, they was beefing over some shrimp. I don't know, some fat bitch shit. So next, Diamond the Body finally comes out. So we finally get to see this fight between Diamond the Body and Siki that they done gassed up all online. We all saw the picture of Diamond the Body with her lip bust and her tooth knocked out and whatever the case may be. So of course we've been anticipating this fight. They get the fight, and of course Tashiki's taking it. It don't even look like Siki was trying too hard to beat Diamond, but I mean she beating Diamond. She ends up knocking Diamond to the floor. And I did see Bianca kick Diamond. I don't know if it was in the face or it did look like she kicked her in the head somewhere, but I don't know specifically where she kicked her at. Because they saying that that's probably how Diamond face got fucked up, because she got kicked in the face by Bianca. I did see Bianca kick Diamond, but I don't know specifically where she kicked her at. But I did see that happen. And Diamond, she goes backstage, lip busted, wig off. She goes back there to change her clothes. Then she comes back out, and then her and Slim, too bad, they run around together. And that Slim versus Diamond the Body fight, I would have to say a tie from what I've seen. I would have to say that was a tie. That's my opinion. I feel like that was a tie between Diamond the Body and Slim. Slim just kept talking about, I ain't drunk today. You still didn't win today. Like, for you to be saying you ain't drunk today, you should have been knocking motherfuckers out. Like, you should have been really crushing motherfuckers. You ain't do your big one, what they say. Like, you ain't do too much. Yeah, I would say that was a tie. They run a second round, Diamond the Body and Slim. And in my opinion, that second round, nobody won that. Nobody really landed anything. They both the same height, same weight, looks like it. So you would think that would be a good fight. Not really. So next, Gretchen comes out, and immediately Gretchen and Jayla start going at it. They start fighting. And in this fight between Gretchen and Jayla, it's like Gretchen started off strong, but then it didn't, to me, nobody really won that fight. Gretchen tried to start off strong. It just didn't land as great as we would have hoped. Well, if I would have hoped, because I can't stand Jayla. And, and then at one point, then at this point, Callie tries to jump in. And we see Sapphire, like, grab Callie up in, like, a chokehold and yank her away. And Jayla and Gretchen, they go at it again. And in this round, I would probably say, I want to say Gretchen, because Gretchen got Jayla ass on the floor. I don't remember how Jayla got on the floor, but Jayla got on the floor, and Gretchen had her motherfucking mouth and pulled out one of her teeth. And Saucy Santana's in the crowd talking about some dentures, right? But yeah, but Jayla grabbed that tooth fast as hell when it came out. She grabs her tooth real fast, face all fucking scratched up and all that. And you know what I hate about when people fight? They say stuff like, she big, of course she put all her weight on me, or she pulling hair, or she scratching, or she kicking, or she using a weapon. Don't pick and choose when you want to say it ain't no rules in fighting. If it ain't no rules in fighting, then that applies to your faves, that applies to your ops, whoever you don't like. It applies to anyone. So when you saying stuff like that, it don't even really matter, because a fight is a fight and there's no rules in fighting. So if Gretchen scratched your face up, Jayla, that's a part of fighting. You can't get mad at that. I can't stand Honor, but if she using the chain to fight Noo-noo, ain't no rules in fighting. Because if it was Noo-noo with the chain, it would be an uproar. So it's just like, you can't get mad at one thing and then not be mad at another. No rules in fighting. If there's no rules in fighting, then anything goes. So next, Asian Doll, Rolly, and Anna come out. And it's like Anna comes out and goes on this fucking apology tour, which pissed me off because I was like, nah, we ain't about to have this. Like, I was so irritated. I was like, you're not about to come out here and start copping pleas to every fucking baddie when you talk so much shit on the show and your confessionals online. Like, no, I don't give a fuck. Like, that shit made me so mad. She come out there. So Callie immediately confronts her about the stuff she was saying off camera and stuff like that, and the whole situation with Mariah Lynn's mother, because, you know, Callie was there, and, you know, Anna was saying Callie switched the stories up and all that. So Anna, she apologizes to Callie, and I'm just like, scary. Like, what is this? Like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, nah, stand on business. Ain't that what you're supposed to do? Ain't that what you said you was gonna do? I'm just annoyed. She wanted to focus all her attention on Noo-noo. Like, nah, you got other phase, you already know. Then Slim confronts Anna about something that she supposedly said online about Slim. And Anna apologizes to Slim. And this is when I was just like, so this is the apology tour. I was like, is we even going to get a fight between her and Noo-noo? Because at this point, she copping pleas to every damn baddie. And I don't care about the fact that Callie and Slim are bigger than her. I don't care about that. Like, she talks too much shit to not get her ass knocked out. I don't care. So next thing you know, they asking, at this point, they're asking Anna, like, so who are you running the fade with? And she's like, well, I'm just worried about Noo-noo. I'm not thinking about Kiva. And Saucy was like, well, you should be, because you did jump her. Like, yes, call it out. You jumped her, Anna. You tried to stomp her face out while she was fighting Diamond the Baddie. So, no, like, we can't just let that go just because you smaller than Kiva or whatever the case may be. No. She's talking about she ain't worried about Kiva. And then the crowd started booing her. And I was like, yes, boo her dumbass, because you just... Oh, excuse me. You was a scary ass individual. You come out there, you copping pleas, and then you talking about you ain't worried about somebody that you jumped. Like, what? You only worried about Noo-noo? No. So Saucy then points out that Bianca apparently then left right before Asian Doll came out, because Asian Doll came out there and they was like, who you running the fade with? She basically was just like, it's supposed to just be Bianca, because Bianca was putting a battery in Mariah Lynn's back to fight to fight Mariah Lynn. To fight her. And I could have swore that Mariah Lynn and Asian Doll had a beef that had nothing to do with Bianca, but I mean, who am I? I don't know. But they say that Bianca left right before Asian Doll came out. People online are saying that it was edited to make it seem that way, but she actually left way before Asian came out. I don't know what the case may be. Bianca claims she was backstage the entire time. We don't know who tells the truth, who doesn't in this point. At this point, Bianca's gone, so they know. So Asian Doll, you're not getting no type of fighting in. So then Tommy confronts Rolly about what her issue is with her. And Rolly's like, well, you just say a lot of stuff on the internet. And Tommy starts asking the audience, is Tommy an internet gangster? Do I say stuff on the internet? And the crowd, the audience is kind of divided. They some saying boo, some saying no. Some people are on Tommy's side, some people aren't. They cheering on Rolly. At one point, Rolly's like, should I bring out old Rolly? Rolly starts explaining something about Tommy putting her in a serious situation with Chris Brown's daughter's bodyguards, whatever the case may be. I don't remember the whole story. And Tommy's giving a different story. It's just a whole bunch of he said, she said, he did, she did, that we'll never know who's telling the truth, because Rolly don't always tell the truth, and Tommy, I don't know what it is. I don't know about Tommy. Whatever. So then Noo-noo comes out. Noo-noo comes out. Yeah, she comes out by herself. Noo-noo and Anna finally start fighting. In this first round between Noo-noo and Anna, I wanted Noo-noo to dog Anna, but it didn't give that. I would still say she took that round, but it wasn't the best. Like, she ain't take it to where we wanted her to take it, Like I just said, I wanted her to dog Anna, but she didn't dog Anna, but she tagged her a couple times in that first round. Set her ass down in the couch, in the chair, whatever the case may be. Second round, I would probably have to say between Noo-noo and Anna. I'm fair, and I can't stand Anna, but the second round, I would have to say it was a tie for me watching it. I would say it was a tie. It made me upset because I didn't want it to be no tie. But it was a tie. But you could clearly see Anna holding on to Noo-noo's shirt to get like some balance. But ain't no rules in fighting, so it don't even matter. That second round was a tie to me. I'm moving on because, unfortunately I didn't want it to be a tie. Jayla comes back out from backstage trying to sneak Gretch. Is unsuccessful. And at one point we see Biggie and Rolly embracing each other, and Tommy kind of looks irritated that they're embracing each other, or maybe it's something else that she's irritated. Like I said, they edit these shows. We don't know what's what for real. So, next thing you know, Rolly starts yelling at Tommy. He's like, bitch, you jealous that me and Biggie have growth, that we moved on, we're cool now. Whatever the case may be, Tommy and Rolly are throwing insults back and forth. The crowd seemingly is on Rolly's side. They screaming her name, and Rolly's like, should I bring out the old Rolly, or whatever the case may be. So then finally, the rest of the replacements come out. I'm not even gonna lie, I forgot about Window Lee and Heaven and Jelly Bean. She ain't even show up, but I forgot about them. I'm not gonna lie. Like this season had like 20 something episodes. At one point, I forgot that Tommy was even on the show. So these motherfuckers was on there in the beginning. So it's kind of like you don't remember everybody that was on the show. And then it was so many girls. So Big Kiva, J.O., Wendell Lee, and Heaven, they all come out. And I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but did Kiva go to Siki and say that I heard you wanted to fight me? And did it look like I might be tripping? It might have been edited. It might have been talking about somebody else or whatever. But it looked like Kiva went to Tasiki and was like, I heard you wanted to run a fade with me, and Tasiki was like, no, I ran my fade with Diamond. I don't know. Maybe it was something else they was talking. I don't know. But J.O. swings on Biggie. And I was like, yeah, see, because in the beginning I liked Biggie, but now this season Biggie let this shit get to her head, just like Rolly has, and that's what I feel like these baddies end up. That's what I feel like they fuck up at. They let the show get to their head. They start feeling big headed, feeling like they better than, and things like that. And it's like you gotta humble yourself and remember where you came from. So it's just like I liked Biggie at first, but then Biggie started to annoy me. Biggie's just like Anna. Y'all want to jump in and stuff like that. Because Saucy even called Biggie out. She's like, she like to jump in when there's other people involved, but she don't like to, run her own shit type shit. She want to cry in the corner when it comes to just her by herself or whatever the case may be. So J.O. swings on Biggie. I mean, me personally, I don't know what the beef is between J.O. and Biggie. Hopefully it'll be explained in the part 3 of this reunion. We shall see. But I was like, hey, I'm here for it. I liked J.O. I didn't want J.O. to go home. When they announced J.O. was leaving, when they announced J.O. left on the show because of some family drama, I was like, damn. Because I liked her. I liked J.O. And she had Meatball in a frenzy on that damn show. I did notice, though, when J.O. came out, she walked around Meatball and Meatball stood up. Like, this basically trying to watch her surroundings. I did notice that. But, I mean, I like J.O., so whatever Biggie did, it probably, I mean, whatever she did, whatever happened between her and Biggie, it has to be a reason that she swung on Biggie. And Biggie was just caught off guard. Biggie didn't even run back up or nothing. She was just like, what are you hitting me for? And now we see her in the next episode screaming in the crowd like, I make more money than you replacements, or whatever the case may be. Remember at one point you was a replacement. They was trying to kick you out. They didn't want you there. They was little girl and you, all that type of stuff. So just remember where you came from. Don't treat these replacements the same way you was getting treated. That's the stuff that I don't like. That's why I didn't like Janelle on the original Bad Girls Club, because the way Tiana and them did her, and then she came back and did the same thing to the girls that on the later on in that season or whatever season she was in. I was just like, you no longer liked Janelle. But yeah, that's how it ended. We shall see what's gonna happen in the next week's in this final part of this reunion. We see E.T. comes out and unfortunately gets dropped by Rolly. But I mean, I don't really like E.T. Well, do I like E.T.? Yeah, I don't really care for E.T. that much neither. I don't like Rolly neither, so that fight, I really don't care who wins, who loses. When there's two people I don't like, I don't really care who wins or who loses. Unless it's somebody I don't like more. But we see E.T. comes out, gets dropped by Rolly. I think it's because of that rug, though. Because remember when Diamond and Siki was fighting, she was like, somebody need to move this rug because it's moving. That's a serious thing. That thing was moving around. I mean, Diamond, you still got beat up after they moved it. But it was still, it was moving a lot. So I feel like, yeah, they should move that. Because it's making motherfuckers slip and stuff like that. I feel like that's probably why E.T. came out and slipped. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But yeah, stuff like that, they need not to have out there. Or they need to have that shit at least pinned to the ground or something like that. But we see Rolly and Tommy gonna finally get into it next episode. That little clip that they showed of them fighting looked like a tie to me, but we have to wait and see. We see Heaven fighting somebody. I couldn't make out who she was fighting. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And yeah. I just want somebody to run up on Jayla and Anna off guard and boop bop their ass. I don't care. I just can't stand them. Like, why are they back next season? Like, it's annoying. You could tell Zeus don't listen to their fans. They don't care about what the fans say. Because when the fans say every season, stop bringing these OGs back, bring some fresh faces, they do the exact opposite and still bring back the bitches that we don't care to see. So they really don't give a fuck. But those are my little thoughts or what have yous on this part 2 of this Baddies Caribbean reunion. You leave your thoughts and what have yous in comments and grades or whatever if you want in the comments. And like and subscribe to the channel. Help me get to over 300 subscribers, which isn't even a lot. You know, I'm trying to get to 300 million, but we got to start off somewhere. So help my channel grow. Help support by just liking and subscribing to the channel. Of course, again, comment below. Thanks for watching this review, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.